where you like, subscribe, those who watch my videos. And today we are here to look at a new thing, living things and non-living things, presented by TR Ronald. Then let's look into the video breakdown. Where shall we be looking through and how shall we going? We shall begin to look at living things, then non-living things. We look at their characteristics, their examples. Then we move on domestic animals. We look at wild animals. Then finally we look at the examples. Briefly, let's talk about living things, basically using the definition. And we shall say living things, these are things that have life. No matter, we have to look at the characteristics of these living things. Number one, we shall say they move, they excrete, they respond to stimuli, and many others as we shall be watching. Number one, we say they move or they locomote. Living things, of course, they move. As you will see here, you see the antelopes, the Uganda cobs were moving to one place, and in another video we shall look at the reasons why animals move from one place to another. Then here is an owl. It has eyes which look like those of people. Then living things, we shall say they grow. You see seeds germinating, probably that is a bean seed. Also at germination, we shall have a video about germination. Then they respond to stimuli, and for example to plants through a process called phototropism. They need to go and look for light where they can. Then when you see people eating a bird there, it means living things, they feed. Here we are watching, I'm seeing people from Bwindi, Solo there. They are enjoying a watermelon. Then people down here is the family having their dinner. This bird was trying to excrete or defecate through a process called excretion, where they pass out urine and feces. A dog down here was doing another work, of which we have talked about, excreting. It is putting out feces. Then we need to look at examples of living things one by one at a go. We need to look at trees and plants. We look at houseflies, how they look. This is a banana plant selected for you, like, share, teach your peoples, or benefit from it. Next to it is a housefly. Then we shall look at grasshoppers. Then we have a grasshopper here, green in color. I can't wait for them in November. Then we have the fish also. Various types have been brought for us to see and identify, like. Then from there, other living things, we look at snakes. And the snakes are of different types. This one here, one of the poisonous snakes, I can tell you, my dear friends, it measures 10 centimeters in length. Then in width it measures 4 inches. So such snakes, please. Okay, let's move on. We look at man or people. They are also part of living things. People, we talked of them, they are living things. They move, they breathe, they reproduce, they locomote, and many. Then another living thing, we look at the squirrel. A squirrel, of course, it is a living thing. It moves, it reproduces. We look at the monkey from one of the forests near around. It looks very weird. It has eyes, although it has the face. Don't know which type of gel it uses, but it's also part of the living things. Then on another side, we shall need to look at the non-living things, of which we shall define them that these are things that do not have life. And non-living things, they have characteristics. They do not respire, do not reproduce, they do not grow. Just non-living things are there. They do not feed, they do not move, they do not excrete, and many. No matter, we have to look at the characteristics of these living things. Number one, we shall say they move, they excrete, they respire. We look at water, we look at buildings in ponds. Then we check on animals. We have various types of animals, where we shall look at domestic animals and wild animals. We shall define them, and we see that domestic animals and animals that live in homes, wild wild animals live, like ducks when you go back. Then when we continue, we look at different types of birds. We have the turkey, we have the hens, they also share common in them. And then we look at examples of wild animals, lions. So then once again we talk about the snakes, poison. So we look at elephants and wild animals. They are big as they are. We have the wild pig or the warthog, one of the animals you wish to see you are by your face. We have the flamingo birds, we have the pythons. Python is also in the snake category, but it is one of the biggest. When you look into this one, it looks very big, but research says this python is very pregnant. But this python, once it gets a person, it squeezes that person and tries to get in blood. Then from the python, we look at the flamingo bird. Flamingo birds are also there, which are long-necked. Necks are long. Then after that, I always ask, we need to have a question. And our questions today are 2, of which you can reply on my WhatsApp number, which I'm going to give to you. Then from there, we look at the questions. Number 1, it is saying that it's against the possible differences between living and non-living things. Then question 2, it is asking to give the difference between domestic and wild. Then for more, if you have answers, question what, this story was simply compiled by TR Ronald, the newsmaker. Then for more, you can call or WhatsApp my contact number 0779448107, or else Twitter Ronald Newsmaker, Facebook Ronald Newsmaker, or else you can Google my email Ronald or Gmail. Again, thanks so much for watching. Abarika.